lot of people over the years ask me where you can go to find herps. Well, you can really go pretty much anywhere. I'm out here in my parents' backyard where I grew up. I have a lot of old cover objects, a piece of plastic and a board as artificial cover that I found snakes under for many, many years. This is a small little ringneck snake, northern ringneck, and you know, you might hear some of the noise in the background. We're right next to a 6-lane divided highway. Now this snake may be the offspring of a snake I found probably over 20 years ago. Now it's really important for any herp that you find to always practice catch and release, because that way you can enjoy herps for many, many years to come. Alright, and sometimes things like this that you find in suburban areas, this is an old drift fence that was put here when they were doing construction. Sometimes these can hold animals, but no herps under here this time. Now these guys are pretty cool. This is the northern two-line salamander. This is another salamander that tolerate pretty poor water conditions, and I have to talk really loudly because I'm speaking over an interstate. Alright, so we're out here in a small patch of woods in the middle of suburbia, and the area we're in right now is what we dubbed the frog pond when we were young kids. A lot of people actually have one of these. Many people I've talked to like, oh yeah, the frog pond, and they're not talking about my frog pond, they're talking about their own personal frog pond. Seems like every kid as they grow up has one of these areas that they go play in the mud and catch frogs. And this one, many, many years later, frogs still live here. I caught a small wood frog just now, hopping around, so that's a very good sign that the wood frogs still live here. There's many other frogs that live here too. I've seen green frogs, bullfrogs, and pickerel frogs also in this small little drainage pond right behind the interstate. And even as an adult, I still love coming out to this place and just knowing that it's still here. Nearby there's a small natural seep which basically feeds into this little drainage ditch that has created this pond, and it also feeds into a section of the creek. So I'm going to go ahead and let this little wood frog go, and we'll see what else we can find. So this small creek here behind the townhouses is another great area to find herps. The upwelling groundwater that starts at the frog pond that I enjoyed so much as a kid feeds this whole creek, and it feeds all the way down eventually into a man-made lake. But these are great places to find herps throughout the year. It didn't take very long. I found 3 two-line salamanders under a rock here in the creek, and there was also a hellgrammite under this rock as well. It's always important to make sure that you remove any critters out from under the rock after you've flipped it, and then put the rock back, making sure you're not going to crush anybody when you return the rock. Now that I've returned the rock to how I found it, I'm going to go ahead and just coax the salamanders back onto the rock. Okay, the little hellgrammite is actually the larva of a Dobson fly. It spends its larval stage in streams and creeks, and then it will eventually climb out of the creek and turn into a Dobson fly. I just wanted to share this cool little creature with you. I'm going to go ahead and release him back onto the rock as well. It's always a nice bonus when you're out herping. Even in suburban areas, you can still get some of nature's candy. These wild raspberries are delicious. Well, it's definitely gotten hot out here. It is the middle of summer. But we've definitely found a lot of herps right in our own backyard. So if you have a backyard, get outside, check it out. Who knows what you might find out there. If you don't have a backyard, check out one of your local parks. They may have a lake or a creek. These can be hot spots for finding herps. In the meantime, keep your eye on Camo Chair Productions for more outdoor adventures.